Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at a game called Windblown. This is a brand new action roguelike from the creators of Dead Cells. It's fast, fluid, and built for skill-based combat. And it actually runs pretty great on the Steam Deck. I've been testing it, but just how stable is it and which settings give you the best experience, let's find out. Now in Windblown, you play as a leaper, a warrior fighting back against a mysterious threat called the Vortex, which is tearing apart floating islands in a shattered world. It's got a strong sci-fi fantasy vibe, but it's the gameplay that really stands out. Combat is lightning fast, literally. You dash, deflect, and unleash stylish combos against enemy swarms, and the movement is super fluid. It's built for speedrunners and roguelike fans alike, with short, repeatable runs and a strong focus on mechanical skill. Think Dead Cells meets Hyper Light Drifter but fully in 3D. Now I tested Windblown across all presets on the Steam Deck, but before I jump into performance I just wanted to quickly mention that I have a Steam Curator page and a Steam group where I share all my reviews in a written form, and I also try to share the best settings for every game that I review. It would be awesome if you checked out the page and joined the Steam group. I'll put links in the description below. Now on the lowest preset, the game runs smoothly between 65 and 80 FPS with about 2 hours and 30 minutes of battery life. It's not the most consistent way to play, but it still looks pretty solid thanks to the stylized art. Now at medium or high settings, it mostly holds 60 FPS while exporting, but it can dip to the 40s during combat or in some larger areas. Oddly enough, capping it to 60 actually makes it dip more, and uncapped it hovers between 50 and 70 FPS. It rarely dips to 40 and feels smoother overall. Now there is also a built-in Steam Deck preset for the graphics, which sets everything to low except medium textures. With this you'll get around 65 to 75 FPS uncapped, and it performs more consistently across all levels, especially in the second zone, which is noticeably more demanding than the first one. Now the game also uses FSR 1.0, and all of the footage that you're seeing and all the tests I ran are using FSR 1.0 set to 80% resolution scale. It helps performance, but image quality does take a hit, and that's why I also tested FSR 3 via Decky's FrameGen mod. I tried to force it, and while it works, it doesn't improve performance in any meaningful way, and it hardly improves the visuals, but it's great that it works and you can do it if you want to. Now you can also cap the game at 30 FPS, and that will gain you about an hour more battery life, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Movement and combat feel too sluggish, and this game thrives on responsiveness and fast actions, so it's best enjoyed at 60 FPS. Now Windblown has full controller support, and it plays great on the Steam Deck. Controls feel tight and responsive, especially during high-speed fights. You can also play this game offline or online. You can team up with people, though I didn't find many players during testing. I guess because the game is still in early access, there aren't that many players, but thankfully offline mode works perfectly. If you are ever out and about, you can play this game offline without any issues on the Steam Deck. And for all of these settings, no matter which preset you pick, battery life will still sit around 2 hours and 30 minutes across the board. Doesn't really change much between the lowest and the highest preset. So in conclusion, for a game that's still in early access, Windblown runs really well on the Steam Deck, and it kind of feels like it's complete. So my recommendation is gonna be weird, but I suggest sticking to uncapped frame rate and using medium settings or the Steam Deck preset. You get a fast, fluid, and satisfying experience. On medium settings, you can dip below 60 in some points, but it doesn't hinder gameplay at all. Now, if you're a fan of fast roguelikes or Dead Cells, this one's worth keeping an eye on. And that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.